All right, so there's a thing going around, a way for you to work from home, to make money. You get 8 times your investment, and sometimes they say like you get 10 times or whatever. Depends on how it is. And I just wanted to talk about that way right now. So you may have heard of it as a blessing loom, right? You may have heard of it as a lotus tree. I mean, the names for these things they may change a little bit. Blessing circle, some kind of name you've heard of it. Um, these have actually been around for a very long period of time. Actually, back in the day, before there was Cash App and whatnot, they had a thing where you'd put your name on a list and you drop some money in an envelope and you'd mail it to the list of names. You'd mail some money to the list of names on the envelope, or you'd mail money to the name at the top of the list, and then you would add your name to the bottom of the list, and then the list would move up, and you would eventually be at the top, and then everyone underneath you would then send you money. So the idea is not new, but I did want to just break it down a little bit, kind of talk about it, look at some math behind it, and see whether or not it's a scam or if it's something legit that could make you money. Honestly, the best thing you can do whenever you approach with some kind of business opportunity is you can just analyze it and go through it yourself and see, is this valid or is it not valid, right? And just because some people make money from something does not mean that it is valid. So some people making money does not equal validity. And that little equal sign with the line through it, that means does not equal. So it's like the opposite. So it does not equal validity. Does not mean it is not a scam just because some people make money. So let's talk about the one that's going around right now. So right now, the main one going around is this blessing loom. Right, and I think this one has kind of resurfaced in popularity, just because of all the stuff that's going on right now. So I think that's kind of what's made it resurface in popularity. Because this is the diagram that I've been seeing on the new one, but again, this diagram has been around. People call it all kinds of different things. So we're going to copy this just because then that's going to give us the best idea of what's actually going on. So the way it works, the way this one works, as has been explained to me, is that you start off and there'll be an initial circle. Now I'm going to explain how people say it works, and then I'm going to explain how it actually will end up working. So when you start off, there'll be some people in the middle that get money. So I'll start with numbers. I'll say person one is in the middle, right? Then you have 2, 3, you have 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So the idea is that people 8 through 15 send person 1 money. And then when they send person 1 money, it collapses in, right? And now person 2 and person 3 are now at the center of their own circle, right? And they then get money sent to them from a new set of 8 people, right? And it keeps collapsing until you are in the middle of the circle, and then you get your money. Now I've seen ones where you send out $100 and the person in the middle gets $800. These have been like the little Cash App ones or whatever. I remember there was a big one like this going around last year where everybody was Cash Apping everybody. The shape was a little different, but the idea was the same. You move your name up the list as you send people money. There's some going around where you send $500, and when you send $500, I think the promise is that you will get back $4,000, right? Then there are the ones where you send $1,000. It's big money. You send $1,000 and you get back $8,000, right? So it doesn't matter the amount of money. The idea is still the same for this variety of thing that's going around right now. So this is how it's supposed to work, and it's supposed to be, risk free because you're in the middle. You get your money, your name moves, you see your name move. But let's break down how it actually works, who gets hurt, and who benefits from this kind of thing, and how many people actually will benefit from this kind of thing. So I'm gonna erase these, and I'm gonna approach it from the perspective of me being the starting person. So let's say I am the starting person, and I send in, I start one of these. So this is me in the middle. And I collect my friends. I'm going to give my friends letter names. So I collect friend A and friend B. And I say, hey, yo, let's start this thing. We're going to call it a blessing loom. I seen it online. We're going to put our names in the middle, and we're going to start it off. So us three, we get friend C, friend D, friend E, and friend F. So sometimes the center 7 people will be all in on it. Sometimes it'll only be the center 3 people that are really in on it, and the 4 people in the green circle won't really be in on it. But either way, it doesn't matter. Let's just look at what would happen as this thing continues. How would it change? How would the situation change? So now what we have to do for me, the center person, to get paid, we have to collect 8 people. And those 8 people, we're going to go with the big one, right? Those 8 people are going to send me $1,000. We're going to go with the big one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, one thing I want you to notice that I didn't put any money in, A and B didn't put any money in, C, D, E, and F didn't put any money in. The only people putting money in are the people on this outside light blue circle. So I've put no money in, but people have sent me $8,000. Now, what we're going to do here at each phase, we're going to just keep note of how many people have paid in and how many people have gotten money. So for the number of people that paid in, we're going to put that in red. So 8 people paid in, and how many people got money? 1 person got money, so we'll put that in green. 1 person is in the green. So there's our running tally. 8 people paid in, 1 person got money. Now, what happens is people have to move into the middle. But notice something. There are 2 people that need to be moved into the middle. A needs to be moved into the middle. B needs to be moved into the middle. So how are we going to do this? Well, let's copy this image. Now we need 2 circles, right? Because A and B each need their own circle. And we're going to keep our same tally showing us who gets paid. So now A goes into the middle of 1 circle. B goes into the middle of the other circle, and let's see who moves in. So A is going to take C and D with them. So now C goes here, D goes here, right? B is going to take E and F. E goes here, F goes here, and woohoo, look, the first 8 people, they're feeling happy because now they've moved in a circle. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4 go over here. 5, 6, 7, 8 go in here. And on the outside, right, what we'll do is we'll say each of these people bring in 2 people. So this person is 1A. This person brings in 1B. Those are the 2 people. 1A and 1B are the people 1 brings in. And then 2 brings in 2A and 2B. 3 brings in 3A and 3B. 4 brings in 4A and 4B. And then 5 brings in 5A, 5B. 6 brings in 6A and 6B. 7 brings in 7A and 7B. 8 brings in 8A and 8B, right? So now A and B are getting paid. So in this round, how many people got paid? Right? In this round, A and B got paid. So 2 people got paid, right? So in round 1, 1 person got paid. In this round, 2 people got paid. And how many people paid in? Well, In this round, 8 people paid in. But in this round, for A and B to get paid, how many people had to pay in altogether? These 8 on this side had to pay in, right? These 8 on this side had to pay in. These 8. And these 8 on this side had to pay in. So in total for this round, 16 people paid in, right? So let's go back up here. So round 1, 1 person got paid, 8 people paid in. Round 2, 16 people paid in, and 2 people got paid. Well, let's do another round, right? Let's just keep going, because we want to get all the way to the point where at least the first 8 people who paid in get their money back, because that'll be good, right? So let's do another one. So I'm gonna drag this one here, make that a little smaller, because now we're gonna have 4 circles instead of 3 circles, and we're just gonna follow a pattern. Right? Drag this one here. Let's do another one because it's 4 of them. Drag this one here. Right. And then one more. Let's see if I have enough space for it. And after this round, we'll kind of start to see a pattern, and we'll be able to go based on the pattern. So for this round, right, let's look and see how many people have to pay in and how many people get paid. So in this round, who goes into the center? Well, A and B got paid, so now for here, right, C goes into the center here. D goes into the center here, because everybody has to go into the center of their own circle. E goes into the center here, and F goes into the center here. And then what happens, right? On this one, 1 and 2 go here. 3 and 4 will go here. 5 and 6 will go here. 7 and 8 will go here, right? So we continue. Who's going to go on the outside? Well, this person's going to take 1A and 1B with them. This person's going to take 2A and 2B. This one's going to take 3A, 3B, 4A. This one's going to take 4B. This one's going to take 5A, 5B, 6A and 6B, 7A and 7B, 8A and 8B. And then they get a new 8. I'm just going to draw a little circle to represent their new 8. So 8 people here. So I'm just going to put a little, let's use a different color. 8 people are going to pay in here for C to get paid. 8 people, 8 new people. Who are these new people? This new outer circle has to pay in, and then D gets paid. This new outer circle pays in, and E gets paid. So 8 people here. This new outer circle pays in, and F gets paid. So 8 people here. So now, how many people have paid in and how many people have gotten paid? So in this round, we have 8 people in the first circle that paid in. 8 people. 8 people in the second circle that paid in. They pay D. 8 people here pay in. They pay E. 8 people here pay in. They pay F. So how many people have paid in? Well, in this round, a grand total of 32 people have paid in. And how many people have gotten paid? 4 people have gotten paid, right? So we can honestly start to see a pattern, because here, what do we have? 4 people getting paid and 32 people paying in. So let's keep going. Let's do it one more time. Now, I don't think I have enough space to copy the image over and over and over again, but what we'll do is we'll draw each person's circle individually. So who's going to get a circle? 1 is going to get one of these circles. 2 is going to get one of these circles. 3 is going to get one of these circles. 4 is going to get one. 5 is going to get 1. 6 is going to get 1. 7 is going to get 1. And 8 is going to get 1. Now they're in the center of their own circles. And we're going to put their names in a nice big, we won't use red. We'll use a different color. Nice big blue color. So now 1 is in the center of a circle, of a blessing loom. 2 is in the center of one of their blessing looms. 3 is. 4 is. 5 is. And now they're feeling accomplished because it's finally their turn to get paid. 6 is. 7 is. 8 is. Now it's their opportunity to get paid. Right? On the outside of 1, right, is going to be 1A and 1B. Right? And then we're going to have 2A and 2B. They're going to be waiting for their turn. 3A and 3B. 4A and 4B are next in line. 5A and 5B. 6A and 6B. 7A and 7B. 8A and 8B. So now we see that, right? This is who's in the middle of this circle, right? And this is who's on the outer edges, waiting for their turn to get into the center. How many people is 1? This group, how many people are going to have to be collected for 1 to get paid? 8 people are going to have to be collected for 1 to get paid. How many people are going to have to be collected for 2 to get paid? 8 people. How many people for 3 to get paid? 8 people. How many for 4 to get paid? 8 people. How many for 5? 8 people. How many for 6? 8 people. How many for 7? 8 people. How many for 8? 8 people are going to have to get paid. So for all of these people to get paid, right, we have 8 sets of 8. So 64 people are going to have to be collected in total for all of the people in this round to get their money, right? And how many people are going to get paid? 8 people are going to get paid. So 8 people get paid, and 64 people had to be collected. So let's do a total just for this point here. How many people have paid money in all together? So all together we have 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64 to see how many people have paid money in all together. So 8 and 16 is, I'm going to just pull out a calculator here. So we have 8 plus 16, which is 24, plus 32, which is 56, plus 64, which is 120. So 120 people had to be collected and paying money for those first 8 set of people. For that first 8 set of people to get paid, to get their money back, 120 people had to be collected. And how many people have gotten paid? Well, that one's a little easier. We have 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 4, which is 7, plus 8, which is 15. So this has gone on for 4 rounds. 120 people had to be collected for who to get paid. This is just for the original 8 to get paid, just for these people. That's the only people that have gotten paid who put in money, who got their return. Because remember, nobody in the middle put in money. Nobody in the middle actually put money in. The people in the middle, they just put their names in. They didn't put money in, right? So for these 8 people to get paid, 120 people had to be collected, and only 15 people in total have gotten money as a return. Now, who did those original 8 people collect? Who is 1A? Who is 1B? Well, 1, they work in a church, right? They are, I don't know, some position they have in the church, right? And they got 2 of their close church member friends to do it. So that's 1A and 1B. They're church member friends. 2 is a part of the PTA at a school, and 2 got 2 other parents in the school to do it. That's 2A and 2B. 3 didn't have so much luck, so 3 got their nephew and their cousin to do it. That's 3A and 3B. 4 got the old lady who's their neighbor, right, and the other neighbor who's another person who just lost their job and needs some money, so they knew that if they came to them with this opportunity, they would do it. So that's 4A and 4B. Who did 5 get, right? 5, I don't know. The pattern just continues. All of those original 8, right, and all of the original people in the middle of the circle, they went to their close friends and family, right? Maybe the original 8, the original me, the person who started it, A, B, C, D, E, and F, maybe we went to some other random community with this great business opportunity. Maybe we did some PowerPoints and some Zoom meetings, right? Maybe we did a little seminar. We invited people to come in. You can make money from home. All you need to do is just be a good networker and a hard worker, and then you'll make money, right? So maybe we did something like that to a random community. We didn't go to our friends and family because we didn't want to scam them, right? So we went to some other random people. But the first 8, they went to their friends and family. They went to their community. They went to their church, right? They went to their school. They went to their neighbors. That's who the first 8 went in for. So how do those first 8, right? The 16 people they got, these 16 people here, right? 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, so on and so forth, right? The friends and family of the first 8, how many people have to be collected for them to get paid? Well, we can just follow the pattern. We were here at 64, and notice what's happening. The number of people that have to be collected keeps doing what? It keeps doubling, right? That's how, the number of people that have to be collected for everyone to get paid keeps doubling. And what else keeps doubling? The number of people who get paid keeps doubling. So we can easily follow that pattern. What's after 64? Well, we double 64 and we get 128. Right? So in total, for 1A, 1B, and so on and so forth to get paid, we would need 248 people to be collected. Well, this one's going to double. Let's see how many people are going to get paid, because now they're all going to get paid, and that's 16. 31 people are going to get paid. Right? So we're at 240 people, 48 people have put in money, and only 31 people have gotten paid. Now you may say, well, wait, how did only 31 people get paid if 248 people put in money? It doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense. Those 31 people, how much money did they get? Right? How much money did those 31 people get paid? Those 31 people each got paid $8,000. Right? How much money did they all get paid? They each got paid $8,000. Right? So if we do some math, let's do 31 times 8,000 that they each get paid. Let's see how much money that is. So 31 times 8,000 is 248,000. And how much money did these people put in? Well, they each put in $1,000. So we have 200. Let's do it in red. 248, which is these people, times 1,000 to see how much money. And look, there is no coincidence. Where did that $248,000 go? That's going to be 248. We don't even need a calculator for that one. 248,000. Where did this $248,000 go? That went to paying 31 people. Right? 31 people. Now you may say, well, eventually I'll be in the middle of the circle and I'll get paid. But remember, they've already collected 248 people, right? And those original 8 people that they collected, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, those original 8 are all a part of the same community, right? They're all in the same community. And the people they collected are also in that community. And the people they collected are also in that community. And the people they collected are also in that community. So if you look and you're like, oh, but I know 8 people in my community who've gotten paid, right? Think about how many people have paid in already. Already, if 8 people in your community have gotten paid, 64 people have already paid in, right? Well, no, actually, if 8 people in your community have gotten paid, 64 people have paid in, right? For those 8 people to get paid, 64 people have paid in. And if you look and you say, well, I know 15 people. I know 15. You're going to tell me this is fake? 15 people have gotten paid already. That means 120 people in your community have paid into this thing. And if you're like, well, I know 30 people who got paid. 31, I guess in this case, 31 people who got paid. Guess what? 248 people have paid into this thing. Do you think you're going to be able to find another 8 people in your community, in your church, in your school to pay in when 248 people have already paid in? Right? And that's what happens, because when these things go around, what you'll notice is that if you're close to one way you can see if you're at the tail end of this thing is how many people came to you and spoke to you about it. I know for me, when I heard about this thing just recently, right, it was like at least 5 people or 6 people have come to me and spoken to me about it. And every time they always say, well, look, I know these people who got paid. Look, this person got paid and this person got paid. Well, look, I can point to people who got paid. Yeah, but just because some people got paid doesn't mean it's not a scam. Because I feel like anything where 31 people get paid the money from 248 people, that's a scam, right? You may not be the person who lost money, but your friends and family are going to lose money. Your community is going to lose money. And how much money is your community going to lose? $248,000. I don't even think the scam will make it this far, right? I don't even think it'll make it that far. Usually, these scams will stop around the point when C, D, E, and F get paid. And that's usually when they stop. And then the other part about these scams, when you're down here or one of these further rungs, guess who you don't even know? You don't even know who the person who started it. You don't even know who I am. I'm the person who started it, remember? You don't know me. You don't know any of the original 7 people who started the scam and collected all of the bulk of this money. You don't know any of these people, right? You don't know any of them because we're gone. We disappeared, right? And one very special form of this scam that people will do, instead of doing the original 7 being different people, I'll be the person in the middle, and then my alias, right? My alias will be the next 2 people in the rung. And then my other alias will be the next 2 people in the rung. And my other alias will be the next 2 people in the rung, right? And maybe I'll have 1 or 2 people working with me, right? Maybe I'll hire a couple of people to just tell some lies and say they got money. Maybe I'll do something like that. Or I'll just lie to you all and say, hey, I got paid and these people got paid and these people got paid. You know, join in on this thing. We all send, you know, whoever that person in the middle is, and then we get to move our names in on the rung. Right? That's what will happen in the really, really disingenuous versions. And then how much money do I get? Well, I get, because I'm all 7 of those people, right? And we can actually go, I'm going to get $64,000 about, right? That's how much I'm going to get. And then I'm a dip. I'm going to disappear. You're never going to find me because you Cash App me money or you sent me money on Venmo, and there's no way to get that money back, right? You PayPal me money and you're not getting that money back. So, long story short, this is a scam. These have been around for years, right? They've been around for years. People have been doing these things for years. They are not new, and they are scams. And just because you get paid does not mean that you're not scamming someone else. Because when you get paid, you're just scamming someone further down the line, right? Because these things just can't continue. They're just not going to, there's not enough money for these things to continue. Particularly in a time like this, where people are hard on money, people need a little extra money, people are feeling like, oh, you know, I could use $1 here, $1 there, that'll really help me, right? Because they're losing their jobs, COVID situation is rough, they don't know what their future is. When you dangle $8,000 in front of somebody, you know, they're likely to jump at it. But what you're not telling them is they are likely to lose their money. That's what's going to happen. They are likely to lose their money. So just keep that in mind. If you're making money from a scam, you are the scammer. If you make money from a scam, you are one of the 31. That's who you are. You are one of the 31 stealing money from 248 people. And if we kept going, you'll see it balloons very quickly, because after 128, it's 256. 256 people have to get paid. And after 256, just one more round is 512 people who have to get paid. And after 512, just one more round is 1,028 people who have to get paid. So, in short, All of these things, every single last one of them, is a scam. That's what they are. There's no way around it. There's no way you can switch it up. If you are making more money than you put in, right, and you're making that money by collecting other people, it's a scam, right? It is a scam. There is no way to make more money than you put in by just collecting other people who put in money. There's no way to do that if you aren't collecting that money from the new people that come in. And that makes it a scam because the new people will be less and less likely to be able to collect money from new people. So that's the verdict. It's a scam. So this has been a long video, but hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Hopefully when people come to you with these opportunities, you can tell them, break it down for them, explain to them that it's a scam, that even if they make money, they are scamming someone else. All right, y'all. Have a good day.